Hey guys, welcome back to the Salt City Workshop. So recently there has been some big changes in our lives. Me and my family have decided to move about 30 minutes south of where we were living previously here in Utah. We did that mainly to get closer to my wife's work. We also wanted to have a yard and a place for the kids and the dog to run around. More importantly, for the Salt City Workshop, this place has a dedicated shop built in the backyard, which is awesome. I don't have to do any woodworking out of our 2-car garage anymore. My wife thinks it's awesome because she can now park in the garage. The only thing about this home is that it needs a lot of work, but we decided to purchase it because it has a lot of potential and I love doing that type of stuff anyways. I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the home and kind of show you where the new Salt City Workshop will be located. So come along with us, but before you do, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can follow along as we fix up this place, and let's take a look. Okay, so here is the front of the yard, and I apologize for any shakiness with the camera. I've filming it all by myself, but this is the front of the yard. Like I said, the house was built in 1976. It is about 1,900 square feet. It's currently a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Just a few things about the home. It's got a 1-car garage over here. As you can see, they added, the garage was actually a carport and they built it into a dedicated garage space. Over here, the 4 windows that are on the bottom, we actually replaced already. They were very hard water stained, and so we decided to replace them. Right here actually used to be a massive pine tree, and I'm not entirely sure why the previous owner had this 40-foot pine tree right in the front of these big long windows over on the top here, but I assume it was to keep the sun out. I figure there's probably better ways to do that, like getting blinds instead of putting in a giant pine tree. But we decided to take that out because we like the windows, we like the sun coming through into our house, and that was something that we took care of pretty much right as we closed on the home. So here is essentially the left side of the house. We replaced this window as well when we had them replace the front ones. We're gonna put up a vinyl gate probably right here, so that Lando can be contained and the kids can be contained into the back. So let's head into the backyard. I will show you the mess of a backyard we've got and some of the projects that we want to work on. So this is our backyard looking from the left side of the house, and as you can see, it is a mess. The grass is non-existent pretty much. We've got big piles of debris back here. In the back here was just covered in bushes and trees and all sorts of stuff. And so we came back here, pretty much demolished it all within about a month. Gathered up all the pine needles that were dropping. There was probably about 10 or 20 years worth of pine needles that were on the ground, these massive piles. And hopefully this place is gonna be really rocking and cool when we get it all put together. So right here where I'm standing, we're actually gonna put in a below ground trampoline. Might as well dig a pit right now when we can, get it installed in the ground, and then it can be a safe trampoline, a safe place to play for our kids in the future. So let's go further into the yard. I'll show you some things that are pretty cool about the actual place. Now this pine tree, we're gonna probably end up taking him out, but I am gonna plant either a maple or something else here in place of this tree, because this tree is really nice to have for the shade. Now over here, as you can see, this place is pretty rough too. They had this structure put up. It looked like it was supposed to be a garden shed, but it never really, they never finished it or anything. This looked like it was a garden. They had some metal trellis that they cemented in, so we're gonna have to dig those up. This area right here is going to be a garden. This is going to be actually a playhouse for our kids. We want it to function as much like a regular house as it can, so we'll probably like run electrical to it, maybe put an AC unit out here, and then, you know, make it look like a little house with some white picket fence and stuff. So, you know, we'll work on it as we can. So let's go over to the right side of the yard, and I'll show you behind the shop, what's behind it, and then we'll go into the shop and I'll show you the Salt City Workshop looks like currently, which is pretty rough. So one thing that we really loved about the house when we saw it is this dog run. This is perfect for Lando, for when we leave the house. We need to have a place where we can put him outside. This actually looks a lot better than what it did. I've already cleaned it up. It had an old dog house that was in here that was just gross. But I'm gonna build him a dog house at one point, and we're gonna put the bottom, we're gonna cover it, put some nice AstroTurf down for him so that it's something that he is comfortable. So this is pretty cool. We're excited to have this back here. Next to it is a shed. The shed is in pretty good shape. The only problem is this shed was a breeding ground for cats. So the previous owner, for some reason, she loved cats. She would put all sorts of beds and food and stuff back here. The neighbors have told us that at one point they could count about 30 cats that were on top of the roof or in the yard. Luckily, we don't have that issue. The neighbors have really tried to help keep it down since the lady passed away about 3 years ago. But this place smells terrible. It smells like cats. So I'm gonna power wash this out. So that is the shed. So as you can see, this is the back of the house. There's the bathrooms here, our master bedroom, one of the kids' rooms in the basement, and then that is just our sliding door to kind of our main living area. Again, window replacement. We had these two windows replaced, and then we had them replace the sliding glass window, which is awesome. So much better to have a nice sliding glass window or sliding glass door. So as you can see, there's Lando in the sliding glass door, loving life because he's got a backyard. Here's the back door to the garage. All right, so here's the moment y'all been waiting for. This is the new Salt City Workshop. This is essentially where the Salt City Workshop is going to take place. So we've got a dedicated door here, and then a garage door, which obviously is where most of the woodworking stuff is going to happen. But let me take you inside and I'll kind of show you the layout. I haven't done any woodworking in about 4 months because all of my tools have just been put in here, and I've been more focusing on making this house livable for my family. So let me take you inside and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so like I said, complete disaster in here. My tools are everywhere because I'm working on projects. But if you read between the lines of the tools everywhere, we've got some good bones. So this workbench here actually was here already. Same with all of these cabinets. So I'm going to take out that workbench and I'm going to put it in our garage in the back. But in here, something that's really cool is we've got this wall that is separating the actual workspace of the wood shop. What I'm going to end up doing is actually making a wall right here, and this is going to be a dedicated office space where I can do my video editing, work on the website. My wife can even come out here and work when she works from home, which is very rarely, but it happens. I'm really excited about this, and hopefully we can make it into a cool place. Let me show you, let's open up the garage and I'll show you in there and show you just pretty much where all my tools are. So really not a whole ton to see. As you can see, my tools are everywhere. Got the table saw back in the back. Here's my sanding table, and as you can see, there's a bunch of doors in the back. I'll probably take off all those doors. This is where that wall jogs out and goes back. I'll take off this section so that the shop can actually rotate back. Now you're probably looking at this going, this shop looks smaller than your other one. It's not smaller, it's the exact same square footage, but the office space takes obviously a little bit away. One thing that is really nice about this, because I don't have doors going into the house or going into the utility closet like I did at my other shop, I can take out all those drawers and I can have machines lined up all the way around. Now, something that is really awesome I want to show you is eventually down the road, and this might be a long eventually for us depending on how the business goes and how everything goes, is dog run and shed that I talked about. If we ever want to take those out and maybe possibly move them, I can extend and make this all shop as well, which gives me a ton more space to be able to do my woodworking. So, so that's kind of a good tour of the backyard and the outside. Let's go inside real quick and I'll show you a quick few things that we've already done. So I took my mic off so you guys can see the kiddos. And Cass, this is our new home. Amy, can you wave to the camera? Can you wave? You rolling around in the diaper? No pants? Doing the no pants dance? And Cal is the wiggle worm over there. So this is the main living room, and as you can see, the family is hanging out, chilling. Can you wave, Cal? Yeah. Kids' toys everywhere. We redid all the flooring. We had painters come in and paint. We had people install can lighting in the ceiling. Obviously, like I said, this is brand new, the sliding door. So we have done a ton already to this house, especially in this main living area and in the kitchen. So in the kitchen, we installed all these cabinets. Now they are IKEA cabinets, and I know that's not exactly what most of you want to hear, but IKEA cabinets actually are really good, really quick and easy to get, which is what we were looking for in our renovation period, and they're fairly inexpensive. So with me not being able to build any cabinets at the time and us being on a budget, these worked out really, really well. The backsplash, we need to install the backsplash, which will be in the next month or two. And then the toe kicks around the outside, as well as a lot of the finished trim work, the baseboards and the trim around the doors. Ready? Ready? Here, Lando. Come here. Go here. Good boy. Oh, so this is the front hallway, front door. We installed a new light, had a, I installed the new door there, and then did some trim work. We'll finish up caulking and painting it, and then obviously that our flooring carries on into here. So the flooring used to be some really old linoleum yellow stuff. The previous owner was an avid smoker, and so really like the walls and the ground was just like yellow. So we scraped up the linoleum, put down some kills to neutralize the smell, and we put down the new luxury vinyl flooring. So yeah, everything worked out great. Now the home is a tri-level, so when you come in the front door, you can go right to the kitchen or to the living area. You can go downstairs to the kids' rooms and a bathroom. Just real quick, Here's our wood burning stove, which is pretty awesome. So you can either go downstairs or you can go upstairs, which is where kind of living room is, and those big windows that I talked about are right there. We've got our wood burning fireplace as well over here, and our office space all set up. But this room will be pretty awesome once we get it figured out and it's not no man's land up here. So over here, I'm not going to take you in our bedroom, but this is the master bedroom. And over here is our bathroom. So anyways, that's kind of what everything looks like up here. We'll go downstairs real quick. I'll show you something pretty awesome. So down here, I'm really hopeful for this in the future. This is awesome space. It's under the kitchen in that living room area. Ton of room down here to have storage. One thing that I really want to do, I want to dig out this space and create some more rooms, maybe another room and a bathroom, and then maybe another kind of living space where the kids can go. Pretty much build a whole separate living quarters down here. But this is a place that I'm really hopeful for, and hopefully I can in the future make a video or a video series on how to dig out a basement and how to you know, add on to your home that way. So there you have it. That's our new house, and I hope that you can come along the ride with us of renovating this home. Like I said, I'll have a playlist full of home renovation ideas and how to do certain projects. Obviously, it's a learning experience for me. So if you guys have any ideas as I'm doing these projects, feel free to comment and let me know if I'm doing something wrong, or if you have a better idea, or even if you like the way I do something. So again, thanks for watching, and like I always say, never stop creating.